So we have a couple case studies that we'll share on acceleration that kind of demonstrate what I'm talking about and some of the benefits and what the problems were. So we have a large retailer that had the legacy type timeline. All the recovery audit operations were done within the 24 months. But getting a lot of negative feedback from suppliers with age deductions, getting frustration from merchants, and that the vendors are telling me that they're going to take this from my current funds. And then the root causes by that time, all kinds of things have changed, and there was really no current information to be able to go and remediate any root cause. And the negotiators often were no longer around, so it made it even more difficult and frustrating to get resolution on the deductions. So one of the things that we did was outsource. They had an internal review that they outsourced to us. So what that did is allowed us to move up within 35 days of the transaction end, and then the accounting functions were completed by then. It did take some change management with the internal teams on the accounting and reconciliation efforts to say that you've got to get through your reconciliations and payments within a certain period of time, and then we pick it up. And so what we've been able to do is do a rolling review and have all the first and second pass audit results completed by 9 months after the end of the fiscal year. But it did allow us to, move about 75%, 80% of the recoveries into the current fiscal year, which was very much appreciated. We got feedback from suppliers saying, although they don't like the deductions, they're thrilled that it's more current. The people are still around on their side. The merchants are still around, that we can, at least come to some resolution much more quickly and more easily. So again, reduce the vendor abrasion, allow them to manage their promotional funding. It provided real-time feedback on issues. And one example, I think I might talk about it in a minute, but we hear from clients, well, we're going through a conversion of systems. It's not a good time to do this, but actually it's really the best time, because if we can get close to the transaction, we were able to provide feedback on some of the conversion issues or migration issues that otherwise would have gone perhaps unnoticed for over a year. And so we were able to provide that feedback. They were able to make that transition or change within their migration for their ERP system. And so that's just one example. But again, accelerating, getting as close as you can provides so many benefits versus the traditional legacy timelines.